All right, what's good, YouTube? Projectkarma back at again with another video, and we're on episode 9 of Attack on Titan. Brave volunteers. We're gonna get right to it.
Doggy hood.
All right, so we're back. Episode 9. It was a slow down episode. What did y'all think?
To be completely honest, I thought it was interesting. It kind of gave us a little bit more of a look into how everything kind of built up to, their relationship with the character who led the Jaw Titan and the Car Titan, like we were kind of saying off, recording. What's her name? Yelena. And how, like, she ended up actually working with them. Like, I was pretty sure, I was like, I don't remember seeing her with, like, Aaron and all of them when they were much younger. So I'm like, they had to have met somewhere in between this time skip.
To be that comfortable with them.
Yeah, exactly. And to actually follow through with it and know the plan. So it's like, okay, so this is how this came about. And then just this whole, she's kind of like, what is it? I guess kind of the spokesperson or the person who's speaking for Zeke to actually get like the plan that they wanted with Aaron and them to actually happen on their like the Marleyan, area. I don't know what we really want to call it. I guess the Marleyan city, something of that sort.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
They literally call it Marley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you could see,
or you could say inside the walls.
right inside the walls, yeah. But you could see even at that point in time, like wherever that time skip was, Aaron was still fixated on, like, no matter what we do, we have to fight, whether we kill people or not, in order to make something change.
Yeah.
And he was not changing it regardless of what Armin was saying at the time, because Armin was like, oh, seeing the Marleyans really aren't that different from us. If we can just talk things out, then we don't really have to worry about bloodshed. And Aaron was like, nah, bruh, we don't have time. And without that time, how are we going to ever, get enough time to make a change if we get killed before then, and it's all for nothing, essentially.
Yeah.
So I was like, he made a good point. He made a really good point.
He made a, yeah. What did you think, Ant?
I thought it was pretty good. They answered a lot of the questions I had about. Remember when I was asking where they get the guns from?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. The guns are from Marley.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Hans took them and put them into the ODM and stuff like that. It was just weird that, in the episode, what episode was that? 7? Which episode when the Car Titan was talking about how she remembered who she was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Saint
And
Armor
was
ship
like
or something
7.
like that.
She was part of they were part of the first ship to go over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess, everything like that. It was weird that she decided to, I don't know, it was weird that she decided to pick the LD side. After that part, it was kind of weird to see that. And then, other than that, to me, the episode was pretty much straightforward. It was a lot of story-driven stuff. We got to see Annie in the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like her hair kind of grew a little bit.
A little bit. I was thinking the
It looked
same
like it's not
thing.
in that. Well, maybe it wasn't in the ponytail from when she came out the Titan.
Right.
But it did look like her hair grew a little bit. Like she might have aged just a tad bit.
Yeah.
And
I don't really get how that works, because in the crystal it looks like you're kind of trapped completely.
Frozen
and also,
in
can't
time.
she
Yeah.
starve? Like,
I guess her
Aaron still
regeneration
has to
from her.
eat, right?
I would imagine
I
it's
guess
like don't you know how the whole theory of if somebody's like frozen like cavemen, you can't really die or starve if your whole body's been frozen? That's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
I
you still die.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like Captain America. He was frozen for autumn years.
Regeneration power in general.
Well, see, he has literal small regeneration.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's
I think
why
it's
he
they
did
regeneration.
technically do too.
I think
in
it's
a
a Titan
sense.
power.
Yeah, it might be that.
Yeah.
To be completely
Oh,
honest.
okay. So I guess
I never
it's-
really
remember,
did think about
Aaron
that.
got
So you
eaten.
brought up
He
a good
wasn't
question.
eaten. You know what I mean?
Say again.
When Aaron got eaten in season 1, he wasn't eating anything. He was just supposedly dead. And then he popped out the Titan. Remember? So
Yeah,
it's like-
true.
It's the same thing as that. I was
I
wondering what
actually-
that conch shell was though.
Oh, well,
That he was
I
talking
don't
That
to.
know.
Armin was holding.
No, that was what they found on the beach. Remember when they actually made it to the beach?
Oh.
The first
Oh,
time
at the
when they
end
were
of
walking
the-
Yeah,
around.
it's like proof. Like, hey, Annie, look, here's what we found.
yeah,
He's pretty much just
way outside of the
talking
we're
walls.
to her.
outside.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
she's his
okay.
diary.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it's just subtle stuff. I actually rewatched the first episode and I realized that this man Aaron actually we saw his transformation. Remember when the Titan was? Remember when Aaron saved Armin from that Titan?
Yeah,
Remember that scene?
The
And
Jesus
the
looking
Titan
one.
bit his arm off. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Jesus bit his arm off. Aaron transformed because he was forced into that. But I never understood why Aaron transformed.
Mhm.
At that moment until I rewatched it. Yeah,
Did
I
he
don't know. That just
transform
popped
that
up in
first
my
And it's
head.
episode?
He
interesting.
did. They did it subtly because in the next episode was where you actually get to see the transformation. It looked like he
Mhm.
just died if you would have just watched the episode. So, but what were
Oh,
you saying,
yeah.
Khalil? I know. it
See,
was a
the crazy
tangent.
thing is that Jesus Titan could have turned back into a human. All he had to do was chew Aaron instead of swallowing his food whole.
Swallowing.
Because all you gotta
Mhm.
do
Dang.
You need
is
is the
get a
blood.
taste of that spinal fluid. That's
Yep.
it.
Mhm.
Dang, so close. We could have saw Jesus in Attack on Titan. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The whole show would have been completely different.
Yeah,
Attack on Jesus.
attacking Jesus, something like that. Jesus attacks.
Would have had
I
a
don't
whole
know.
new
we getting in
character, different
trouble.
backstory.
Oh man.
But
Oh man.
overall, the episode was pretty good. I like backstory episodes like this. It fills in blanks that I think is necessary to be filled in,
Right.
even though I didn't think they'd actually have time.
Yeah.
What did y'all
Sasha's
think about?
funeral.
Yeah,
Sasha's
yeah. I
funeral.
was
Some
just
of the
about to
humor
ask
of
about
the
that.
the
What did y'all think about that?
the story was nice too. Like their interactions with the so-called
plot.
Marlians, like the guy that was the chef, seeing how he actually had
Yeah.
feelings for
Nicole.
Sasha. I was like, oh man, that's rough.
Yeah.
I forgot about him though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That goes to show how
I
much
did
they
too.
still have left to cover.
Yeah.
They might split this up into two. They have to split this up into two parts.
That's
They
what I'm
have
hoping.
to. There's no way. Split it into two parts, end it off with a big movie, and put all the budget to that. That's how it has to be.
Because the
We can
pacing
only
is
hope,
nice,
'cause
but
it's-
we gonna see.
I would think we'd get some news by now. We're on episode 9. If we don't get any news about a second season by 11,
Yeah.
Then it's over, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's over.
it's over. To be honest, it's really next episode. It's kind of over.
Right.
Especially anime movies, like the budgets for those are so big, it's hard to keep it a secret. So
Without any announcement or anything like that coming. But then again, we don't know. Like they said, they pulled Attack on Titan being released in December instead of like how the normal seasonal animes get released. But I ain't gonna try to have us go too far off from that. I thought also it was interesting to see that the relationship between those Marlians and everybody from Paradise Island was like they were building a really good relationship, but ended up still having like Commander Pixie and all of them be like, look, I'm sorry, but we still, even though you guys helped us, get the Beast Titan over to our side and all this other stuff, we have to keep you under wraps now completely, even though
Yeah.
we built this relationship.
Yeah.
And I was like, it makes sense. Yelena seems like
Oh,
she
it
was still
does.
confident though. She was like, don't worry, I'm sure one day we'll be able to sit at the table together. So it's interesting to see she has so much faith in them even after all
that's
this.
true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, them wanting them to be basically underwrite. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. Especially from all the stuff that they've been through. They literally know that Reiner and Berthold came in undercover. That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
So, for Ant, since you haven't read it, do you think we're going to be able to see Annie? Do you think somebody's going to take Annie's power?
Only reason why I think somebody's gonna take Annie's power is because they showed the Titan serum on the table, and they got Gabby and what's that boy Falco already in capture. I feel
Okay.
like the only thing I can think of is someone gets Aaron turns into the Warhammer, maybe be able to break the crystal, gives it to Gabby if he tries to persuade Gabby to not be what she is now. Maybe give her the female Titan. They start fighting. Granted, I feel like if he plays it right, that she's trying to help them out and everything like that. Like she changes sides, and then as soon as she gets a Titan power, she wants to kill Aaron. You know what I mean? I feel like it's gonna be one of those type things, and they're gonna have the female Titan fighting Aaron. Because I was talking to someone off, And remember in the first game, I don't know if y'all didn't play the whole first game, but in the first game, there's a gray female Titan in that game. That's not Annie. And I was like, I wondered what if that gray female Titan is Gabby? Because I don't think it will look exactly the same as Annie. You know what I mean? Her Titan form. So I think that they're gonna give the female Titan to Gabby.
Gabby. That'd be interesting.
Mhm.
Because I do still think Falco and Gabby are going to end up getting Titans. I think Falco is destined for the armored, though. I'm not going to hold you. I don't care how far away Falco is. I'm guessing he's going to get the armored. It makes the most sense to me. But Gabby, I thought she was going to have to get the garbage jaw Titan. Maybe she will get the female Titan. That'll be interesting.
We haven't seen the female Titan since season 1, 2. So it will make
One.
sense. Oh, then yeah. So I mean, it'll make sense to give it a big debut. Gabby turned into a Titan, and they crack open Annie, and it turned into this
Yeah, I hope they
ugly
crack
gray
her
female
open,
Titan.
like- Yeah. All right, so we're at that time. Everybody give your review. We can start with Khalil today.
Ooh.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm in there. Now shut up, Amari. I'm gonna give this episode a nice 8.5. Wasn't a bad episode. It was a cool backstory infused thing. It was nice to see Sasha one more time before you saw the tombstone and the gravesite. Good to see her family. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Oh yeah, but Dad also wants to make sure he eats for free. That's good.
Yeah, for sure.
That man
Right.
said on the house.
It's on the house, right?
Yeah. All right, Amari.
Unlike Khalil, if I agree with him, I'm gonna agree with him. I'm gonna also give it 8.5. It was just kind of a nice, I guess, fill in the blank of everything that kind of happened leading up to this point, and like Khalil said, getting to see Sasha one more time before having to actually continue on with the story, and building up from there. I think it's gonna be interesting to see how everything picks up from here now that Zeke is now finally with them and Gabby and Falco in Paradise Island. So just seeing that build up now should be interesting.
Okay. And
I'm gonna give it a 9, just for the simple fact that we get to see the Sasha funeral and everything, and more backstory behind a lot of stuff that I had questions on and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give it a 9. It was pretty cool.
okay. I think I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Round it out to that 8.5 mark. I liked everything that we got to see. The Sasha thing is a great point. It was good to see her one last time. Because she was a beloved character.
Mm-hmm.
But I also like how they threw in the Gabby still doesn't care and she wants to kill Aaron. So that contrast that this show always somehow meets is that yes, top tier. But
You also can't forget the Zeke and Levi dynamic.
oh yeah, the stare
gonna be going
stare
on.
down.
Man.
Yeah.
Love the
like
sarcasm
that. I
talk
like
they
that.
have with each other.
Yeah, can't wait to slash you up. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Zeke's gonna die soon anyway, so who knows? But that's been our episodic podcast review, whatever you want to call it, of Attack on Titan episode 9, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
I'm going to the gym so I can get built like Aaron. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, my man. No, for real,
My man
true.
been in the gym.
Throwing them hands, guys.
I hate him.
All right. I wasn't too mad about what Gabby did. It made sense from her side. A messed up body. Man's was sitting in the bathtub, like has this power that allows him to